out Peter anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, y'all, man. If y'all just tuning in, we're talking about how this book, man, is a people that want to get money, whether it's illegal or not. They use this as a vehicle to do it, man. And y'all better watch out. And those that's doing that, hey, man, we ain't in that time, man. But right now, everything goes, it seems like, man. In this word, my bro holding that 1 Peter 5:2, we're going to name this word, the people are left starving for the gospel because the preachers are not supplying the food, man. And my bro kicked this word off. I'm going to have him bring y'all that 1 Peter 5:2. Very, very, very special scripture, by the way, too.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2. And it reads, "Feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind."
All right, listen, man. When my bro created this church, man, one thing that we all agreed upon, that we was going to do this thing not only with sincerity, but at the same time, man, we wasn't going to cheat the people. Like, in other words, it wasn't about us. We're much older now, and we realize something, man, that even we watch channels to get edified too. Even though we preachers and teachers, we look at other channels too and get edification and get understanding. And me and my bro both can attest that now that even we be starving, like, for the gospel, man. So this is all I'm gonna say to y'all. When people tune into this church or any of these other Israelite sections, man, a lot of these people, man, is looking to get fed. I remember when I was in a haunted house, aka the worldly church, that what made me leave, because I was leaving and I wasn't fed. I was like, man, I could have stayed home, man. But at this church, man, you gonna get fed here, man, because we gonna bring you every substance of the word that we know that's gonna give you some edification and substance. The first thing it said in that 1 Peter 5:2 was feed the flock. Most of y'all ain't feeding the flock, man. Feeding the flock, guide and protect and give the flock the proper nourishment, spiritual nourishment and daily essentials. It's people out there, me and my bro, we've been in it for a while, so we good. But it's people turning to this channel looking to be fed. It's people that's hungry, man. It's people out there on the edge, don't know which way to go. So when they turn into the channel, they looking to get fed, man. It says taking the oversight. Another example of taking the oversight is to spiritually care for and look after the flock. It says not by constraint but willingly, not by force but voluntarily. Man, this man voluntarily every week bring you this word. We ain't forced to do it. We voluntarily come and try to feed y'all what we can. We're ABC 1, 2, 3 simple camp, looking to give y'all the milk, much as milk as y'all need for the infants, and whoever that's more growner than that will forward you over to somebody that serve meat, that if you can digest the meat that they serve, we'll send you over there, man. But the whole point is you're gonna get fed, man. It says not, my bro spoke about this earlier, not for the filthy lucre. In other words, the greed of money shouldn't be your motivation to preach this word. The Creflos.
Right. Michael Johnson.
Yeah. The TV preachers, the televangelists, the Israelites, all of them, man, has gotten caught up with the filthy lucre. It says, be of a ready mind. In other words, eagerness and cheerfulness. No, we can't wait till every Saturday come and holler at y'all, man, about what we got going on. In other words, we take pleasure in feeding the flock over here. You holding something, Mike?
Yeah, I got, this is Micah chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us.
See that?
Sound about right to me.
So what are we saying, man? Dude, the people are left starving for the gospel because the preacher's not supplying the food. I'm gonna give you, if you get a chance, Mike, grab that John 21:16. Think about this, bro. Imagine you have a buffet of food, right? You invite me, Ish, and Mike over to the feast, right? You hand us out plates, spoons, forks, cup, big ass spread, right? And you the only one eating. You ain't putting nothing on his plate, my plate, or that plate. You just sitting there eating up all the shit. And then when you done eating, you be like, well, shit, y'all can just, lock the door behind yourself and go on and hit it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You done took all the food for yourself. You ain't fed a soul. You know what I'm saying? What is saying that John 21? This is words of Yahweh, I believe. John 21:16.
This is John 21:16. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, thou lovest me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord. Thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep.
In other words, guess what Yahweh was saying, dude? Lip service not going. Don't tell me you love me. Show me. If you love me, then feed my flock, man. Supply the flock with spiritual nourishment that the soul needs to end their hunger pains, man.
Yep.
You don't want to hear that shit about, man, I love you. No, because guess what Yahweh understood? If you really love me, then feed these people, man.
Feed the people.
Because that lip service shit, we all can say what we do, but the lip service, Ezekiel 34:2, if you get a chance. And then I'm going to have my bro, we're going to close out with one more video, but what am I saying to y'all, man? Me and my bro, we will be considered preachers and teachers. We will line up. The safer word will be servants of the Lord. But because we both come here and bring you this word, we will be considered preachers, man. And what we do is, my bro got a Yahweh the Wellness channel, plenty food on there. Plenty food. I'm talking about over the top food on there. But it's much as you can have. Much as you can have it, much as you can eat. It's a 24-hour, 24/7 buffet. Ezekiel 34:2.
34.
It's plenty food. On this church, man, we try to bring you plenty food. We load up a lot of videos. And the beautiful thing about it, man, it's a 24/7 store. So our food, our restaurant stay open. And our whole goal is, man, when you tune into the word here, we want you to feel like you was fed, that you was able to nourish something that we spoke on. And a lot of y'all in Israel ain't feeding the flock. You're feeding yourself, man. And that ain't really what this is all about. It's about really going out, man, and feeding the flock, because there's a lot of young dudes out there that's on the edge, don't know which way to go. A lot of young sisters out there, and then we got secret people. When I say secret, it's people, they don't subscribe to the channel, but they'll tune in, and it's a certain word they're looking to hear, a certain subject matter they looking to hear, and they come to our church to get that nourishment. They come to our church to get that food. And so we don't know the impact of the food that we bring, but obviously a lot of people like the food that we serve over here. So our whole goal is, if you're gonna come over here and get the food, get much as you can. Because one thing you gotta know about me and my bro, we don't charge for the food over here. We don't even get paid for this. We don't collect tithes. We don't ask for donations. We do this willingly, cheerfully, trying to do our part in this walk, man. But we can shut this thing down at any given time, and because we got over, combined 2 channels, man. We got over 4,000 shows, man. That's a lot, man. Over 4,000 shows, man. So, but this is the main problem in Israel today. If Mike got it, that Ezekiel 34:2.
This is Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus said the Lord God unto the shepherds, Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks?
See that? A lot of people are feeding themselves. It kind of goes back to what I said earlier. You got niggas at the all-you-can-eat buffet eating by themselves. But you got people out here, man, people that adulterous women that's trying to get some understanding. Because there's a lot of our women out here blind, bro. They don't even know that going from man to man ain't right. They figure, well, this relationship didn't work. Go over here. No, it don't work like that. A woman came up to talk to my bro a couple years ago, and he schooled her on the fact, like, no, sister, you can't go from man to man to man. When you with a man, that's where you stay at. She didn't understand that. She thought that if it didn't work out, you just jump over here. You know, it's a lot of people out there, man, that's looking for answers, man. These young bulls that y'all don't see on the screen, they gonna go through this. It's a lot of people that's gonna be wanting answers, looking for certain stuff. Like, we see the comments. Some of y'all ask comments about questions and about things y'all going through. We see it, man. What am I saying? Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flock, man? So that's what we try to do. I don't know if you got a precept or anything, Mike, you want to add?
I ain't got one right now.
But the thing is, man, feeding the flock, that's what we do. I mean, hey, 2 weeks ago, my bro did a beautiful breakdown. We got some breakdowns, like my bro was talking about the sun, how the sun work, a lot of these mysteries and things like that. And that's special food that, like, it's so advanced, he just took it off the menu. Because, like I said, man, at this church, man, our goal is to supply the flock with spiritual nourishment that the soul needs in their hunger pangs, man. And like I said, man, there's people out here dealing with marriage situations, job situations, life situations, and they turn to a church like this and try to get answers, man. So our job is to give y'all as much as we can, because part of this thing is feeding the flock. Guide, protect, and get a flock the proper nourishment, daily essentials, man. That's really one of our main jobs. If you feeding yourself and your flock is starving, come on, man. John 21:16 told you, Yahweh say, if you love me, feed my flock. Why? Because he understood that it was all about self. Could you imagine me come down here, dog, with 2 big ass extra large pieces and don't offer neither one of y'all none? I eat all the pieces and I tell y'all, well, it's shit, man. Y'all good. I'm about to go and get You know what I'm saying? Or like Ish one day, Mike, he was on the grill. I'm talking about he had it smelling good. He came down and was like, hey, man, y'all welcome to get some. But he could have just been on the grill and came down here. Hey, don't touch that shit on the grill now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what niggas is doing with this. Like, hey, I got the right. Mike got. Look. Here's the food. Here's the food right here. If somebody approach Mike and say, hey man, anything that got to do with the Bible, and he be like, oh man, shit, you know, you just gotta go home and study. You know what I'm saying? Dog, you got the food already. Everybody, just because you have access to a Bible, a lot of people can go get a Bible, but they don't know the ingredients. They don't know how to cook up. They don't know how this food work. We understand how this work, man. So it does us no good if we just feed ourselves with this. You gotta feed the flock, man. That's just part of our job. What we look like on time, Mike? We ain't gonna talk the ears off.
13 minutes.
Oh, you can stop him, man. We gonna close him out.